Hey, so it's that time again. The full moon is coming up on February 11th. Wild Women, Wise Women, and Witches is going to have a full moon social. And actually, what we normally do is get together, do a small candle spell, taking advantages of the energies, the current lunar energies, which this month is going to be Leo. So let's dive right into a full moon in Leo. Of course, we will always remember that the full moon is the time for abundance. It's the time when basically the moon is shining bright, so that means that we can shine bright as well. It's associated with manifestation, with brilliance, with the completion of something. A lot of times if you're doing lunar magic, you may start a spell at the new moon to culminate at the full moon. So let's dig into Leo. So if you know any Leos, then you know for a fact that they are charismatic, they are passionate, they are often good leaders, and they tend to be very authentic people. They also tend to be very empowered people. So these are the types of energies that you will be garnering in any kind of magical or spiritual work that you do with a full moon in Leo. So if you're setting out that jar to collect moon water for this full moon, remember that it will be empowered with a lot of charisma and energy, because Leo is a fire sign, which always means a lot of energy, a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, a lot of capability for transformation. And as I've often discussed in previous moon videos, a lot of times the moon water that I collect, if I collect it at a certain moon, and I may collect it every moon to have a wide variety of energetic compounds, basically. So this particular full moon water would be great water to use in later rituals for empowerment, for the success of a project, for alignment, for transformation, all these energies that are associated with the Leo moon. It's also called the storm moon in some Native American traditions, which, again, we have that nice energetic power type of vibe. Of course, the snow moon, because we're talking about February as well, but just all these energies to keep in mind. So if you do collect moon water, I encourage you to do it in smaller jars. So this full moon in Leo, you can use it for later empowerment rituals, whereas perhaps you collected full moon when the moon was in Cancer. I use that type of energy for dissolution because it's the mutable water sign. So when I need spells that revolve around issues of situations dissolving, I might use my moon in Cancer water. So the moon in Leo water can be used later in your rituals. That's one way to take advantage of the full moon and its energies. And I label them. I put the year on it, put the sign on the bottle. And if you're a witch, then you've got plenty of jars to do this in, because we tend to collect them. And so as far as ritual goes, Leo, like I said, is a fire sign. So reds and yellows are really good colors to use for any kind of candle magic. But the main energy that I plan on using the Leo moon for is empowerment, feeling confident, bringing out the best traits within me. So a simple candle spell where you call to those energies is a great way to use this full moon if you want to do something simple and if you're a solitary. The Leo obviously is also associated with the sun. The sun is also associated with identity. So this is a great time to do rituals of authenticity, when you need to claim your authentic self, whether that's through candle magic, whether that's through a full ritual, whether that's through some planetary magic where you invoke the sun and do a sun ritual like to Helios or Apollo. So just some things to keep in mind for rituals for the Leo moon. And one final energy that I would like to cover with the full moon in Leo is it's a good time for renewal, for recommitment, because Leos believe in themselves. As a general rule, the energy of the Leo is they believe in themselves, and sometimes we lose that belief in ourselves. So it's a great time for renewal and recommitment to something, to a project, to yourself, to a goal of any kind. Anyway, that's just a little short and brief rundown of some energies in Leo that you might use this month. Again, I want to remind my wild women, wise women, and witches, we are going to be getting together at 7 p.m. on Zoom for a full moon social where we will do a little bit of candle magic, a little bit of socialization, a little bit of empowering each other, which is really one of the main purposes of the group. And if you'd like to learn more about that, the email to contact me about getting into that private Facebook group will be on at the end of this video. So, blessed full moon in Leo in February of 2025 to everyone. I hope you find that it's a very transformative and renewing and cleansing period of time for you. And we'll see you next month.